Good morning, team. It is day 8 in British Columbia and day 1 in Vancouver, actually Burnaby, where our office is. That's where I'm staying right now. So Dennis Kushminder has picked me up this morning and we're gonna go and spend a day in the office and we're gonna go through sales plans and financials and all that sort of fun stuff. So it should be a great day in the office. One thing that's been really interesting about Vancouver is that you guys don't have one leader running a district. You actually have a team of complementary skill sets running this district. And that was a bit of an experiment, but it felt true to our culture and who we are that there would be quite a bit of success. Can you share with me and the team out there what it's been like having a partner with you to conquer a new district?
It's been good actually. Wayne and I complement each other quite well. Wayne handles all the pre-construction sales side of our office, and I handle the operations side of the office. So basically, when a shovel hits the ground, I'm fully involved, and he backs off. And when we're in pre-con, I'm in a support role, and he's fully engaged and is in charge of it. So I mean, it allows us to concentrate on our areas. It's probably allowed us to grow the size that we have in the short time that we have as well.
Hey everybody, nice to virtually see you guys, I guess.
That is Melanie. Melanie is our PC for SSG.
Hi Melanie, how are you?
Say hi to the company.
Say hi to the team.
And that's a ruin of project manager.
So everybody say hi, team.
Hi team.
All right, it's good to see you all. Can you share to us what leadership means to you in your own words?
Well, I think leadership is making sure you understand all sides of the issue or all sides of the project, and making sure each person has the support and the tools to do the project successfully.
Has your leadership style had to change at all to adapt to COVID?
I think we all have to be a little bit more understanding in these times, so that's probably the biggest change is and an appreciation for what people do out in the field and how they work. This has been a great team. It's a great environment. It's friendly, it's collaborative. Everybody has a voice here. It doesn't matter whose idea it is. If it's the right idea, that's the one we go to.
I'm an estimating manager at the Vancouver office, recently promoted. Prior to this, I was senior estimator for 2 years. What I'm going to be responsible for day to day is helping out the other estimators we have in the office. Right now, the Vancouver office, we've got about 5 to 6 estimators, kind of helping them with their jobs, any questions that they have, and then also going through the bid reviews with them prior to tender close, and then helping out with job closings.
What's it like been working for Chandos?
It's been busy, fast-paced, a lot of jobs coming into price, but it's well worth it, seeing how the company's growing and where it's going, especially over the last 5 years with the Vancouver branch, to see how much it's grown.
I'm working on the UBC Center of Comparative Medicine MRI project, which is a addition of a lab, and the second project is the North Vancouver Museum. What
would you think is one of the unique things about Chandos that you have found since joining us?
I think the team mentality and the team culture is really something that really stands out when you start working the first few weeks. The supportive culture and the team mentality is very, very evident.
This district has really gone under quite a transformation over the 4 years that we've had it open under the leadership of Dennis and Wayne. It looks this year that they might be the highest margin district, which again, is such a short amount of time to achieve so much is amazing. And I always ask them how they think they did that. And to them, it comes back down to the obvious answer, which is a team and how great everybody is at working together.
Yeah, it's Maple Grove Elementary, new school beside the existing school, which is about 30 feet from our fence line to the existing school is what we're working with then. It's a steel structure, post-disaster building. Innovation-wise, steel structure, I'd done a lot of steel structure before, but never from a GC point of view, so we designed the handrail system here, which worked out pretty well, sped up the process a little bit.
I noticed that you have a existing school beside you.
Mm-hmm.
How's that now? With COVID, it's obviously shut down, but prior to that, what was it like working beside an operating school?
The existing school has been great. They always look in to see what's going on. Our PMs and ourselves have gone over there doing a few sessions with the kids over there to tell them what we're doing, any questions, what they have for us. It's been good.
Is there something that attracts you to stay with Chandos? Something about our cost that we do? Is there a reason why you're still here with us?
I love the fact that we're company or employee owned. That's a big one. I love the culture. Big on safety, and that's a big thing for me. Everybody going home at the end of the day with all their fingers and toes is very important to me. The fact that you guys have given me an opportunity to step into a new role, not having a ton of experience with this side of things. I did form work, so I built the building. Once we put the roof on, I was out of there, and I didn't really get to see any of the finishing stages. So that's a big thing for me. I call Richard Flanagan the king of innovation. He came up with a handrail system. So for our second level, it was all structural steel, and we had a structural steel angle iron that went all around the second level. So he came up with a handrail system where we just drilled a hole every 8 feet along our handrail system. And he even thought about steel stud and drywall going on. So we had the handrail sit back just enough so you could still do everything right up to the finish and then remove the handrail once it was safe to do so.
Can you share the story of SFU and what you're doing there, and why you think you've had the success you've had?
SFU started with a small tender 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, back in the office for $1 million project downtown on their downtown campus. They were very happy with the work that we did, and then we had an opportunity to go and bid on a larger project, which is the SFU Stadium. We were successful on the SFU Stadium, and as we've been working with SFU over the last little while, it's really come apparent that our values align quite a bit with what we're trying to do with social procurement, what we're trying to do with collaboration, which comes a lot from our IPD model.
All right, here we are, team, at SFU Dining Commons.
The project behind us here is an addition to the existing dining commons, creating space for an extra 500 students. It's a 24/7 facility because there's a lot of resident students on site. Extremely modern facility. It's also LEED Gold. A lot of work in the commercial kitchen, which is, well, shop drawings alone are over 900 pages for the commercial kitchen stuff. We've got to tie in all the existing systems to new systems here as well. And we have to keep the existing dining commons fully operational 24/7. Challenges we've had here, a very significant one actually, is the hardness of the ground. We're excavating largely through what I'd call a lean mix concrete. It's glacial till that had 2 kilometers of ice above it back in the day, and we had to bring in like a mining grinding head to actually grind the ground out and break it up, a bit like you see the road planers on the road, grinding up the road surface. So excavation was very, very tough.
I am here to support the superintendent. I'm also the safety officer on site, so I do quite a bit. I'm very, very busy on site. We do the things that other companies might not want to do. I mean, this is a very challenging project. We have a daycare, a full-time daycare right behind us. We have a live addition that we're hooking onto, and we're smack dab in the middle. And logistically, it's challenging. So I think the client really likes that we can come in here and take on those challenges and be able to deliver a good project.
Have you, through your project here, done anything innovative you can share with us?
Yeah, I did a 2-second lean video a while ago. I did a safety board. Every trade had their individual kind of cubbies on the safety board. It made it really easy for the trades to come in, put their safety documentation in there every day, kept it organized. The trades absolutely love doing it. It's way easier for me, so I don't got to go trying to chase down the trades to get all their safety documentation all the time. It's worked great.
How long have you worked at Chandos?
I have been with Chandos from last 1 year, and it's been a great experience working with Chandos so far. I'm from India. I came here 3 years ago. I came to University of British Columbia, UBC, to do my master's in civil engineering. The best experience is like the very initial phase of my joining. I was going through learning the Chandos culture, and my co-project coordinator, Cole Barber, who was working with me on SFU Stadium, he walked me through whole of the project. He taught me the softwares that I'll be using within my tenure as a project coordinator, and all those learning experience bringing me up to speed, making me competitive enough to kind of stick handle the project by myself is quite resourceful.
So right now we're up at SFU Stadium on Burnaby Mountain in Vancouver, British Columbia. We're going to be going down to look at the new stadium project we're building at Terry Fox Field. This has been a dream of one of the presidents at SFU for about 20-25 years. So it's pretty cool to be a part of a project to bring someone's dreams to a reality. So here behind me you see the new SFU Stadium project. Right now we have up about $100,000 worth of scaffolding to protect our CLT. Our CLT is supported over top with 5 girders and through bolts through the CLT. There's about a 60-foot cantilevered section of CLT supported by the girders. That runs through a tie rod on the very, very north side of the project at grid line A, which goes down through 3 levels of pilaster concrete walls, going all the way down into a massive footing that has 20-foot soil anchors down into the ground.
This was our signature project here at SFU that has allowed us to grow a great relationship with SFU for the previous projects that we've seen before. We're working up here with a great team, Laura Church, our safety advisor, J.S. Therian, the general foreman, and Aaron Baldwin, the superintendent on site, have done a phenomenal job. Let's go have a look.
I first came to Chandos 2 years ago as a general laborer with a little bit of first aid training, and I am now the head first aid attendant, and they're now training me to be a CSO, so I'm in charge on this site of site safety.
How have you guys been so successful on your site getting your not just your Chandos team, but the whole team to adapt to masks?
It's really to go to everybody, especially on our Tuesday safety talks, and letting everybody know about how much we care about everybody, you know, and instilling in them every day our appreciation for them. These masks are not something that's very easy for anybody, especially me being somebody who has autism, on the autism spectrum. You know, most people who have an autism spectrum disorder of any type can't really handle anything around their faces, but the thing is that this company means so much to me that I will put on that mask, because I would rather wear that mask and work and show everybody else that I can overcome something as trivial as wearing a mask and being scared wearing it than being stuck at home.
So we've been going through a really challenging time recently with COVID. What has it been like for you to have to adapt to COVID on site, and what have you had to change?
During the first part of COVID, I ended up getting sick. I don't know whether it was COVID or not, but I mean, in my own personal experience with it, and I'm probably going to tear up here, I left for a couple of days when the site shut down, and I missed an entire 2 weeks of work, and I felt so bad sitting at home knowing that I was sick and all that, and then management comes back to me and basically tells me that, you know, we're going to make sure to cover your expenses for not being here. And I just felt so valued, you know, and coming back on site and knowing how much everybody missed me. This company has changed my life.
I've been with Chandos for approximately, going almost 3 years now.
Yes. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the project and what your role on this project is?
Well, my role as a general foreman, which I am a new general foreman. This is my first project with Chandos as a GF. My task here, my job here is to take the weight off my superintendent. I coordinate the trades. I make sure the trades can run their daily proper. I make sure if they need something, I'm there for them.
What do you think about the project so far? And how has it been being part of that initial planning stage on something so complex and turning it over to somebody else and walking away?
I've done many projects with Chandos. I've done a school, which I'm very proud of. I thought that would be my signature project. This is something else.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
This is the best project I've ever been on, and I'm glad we got it. This is a fun experience.